These are motherfuckers!
Okay, there you go. Show him your signs.
Alright, let's see. Fuck off Nazis.
5% tourist tax. Are you kidding me, Rachel Reeves and Kia? Okay, what the hell has happened to this country?
One of the funniest things about living in the UK as a Muslim is literally pubs and mosques on the same street.
I hope that boy's parents realise that they raised a patriot. Big respect, kid.
Fucking weather. Just need some fucking sunshine. I'm sick of the rain. Fuck this, too hot.
Bro, how's my man fully wearing a jacket, belly, and 32 degrees, bro? It's too hot to be wearing this shit, bro. Oh my days, man.
I cannot be the only one that thinks that life in the UK now is just getting fucking ridiculous.
Leaving a safe place. Oh, you're lying.
And just wanted to ask a question, basically, bit of a kind of broad, get people's thoughts on this. I'm in the process of putting a website together.
I'm coming on here to support my man, Keir Starmer, because he needs some support right now.
Today marks 40 days until trans women, trans men, cis women are all in more danger simply by going to the bathroom or going to hospital because they're injured.
You as a grown British woman have to lower yourself into their level. I'm English.
British knee, please.
No, we're not British. Not in British.
Yeah, levels there, alright?
Yes, thank God. We're down to no level. What you saying is they come along starting. Oh, you said British starting. Oh, yeah. I'm English. I'm English. I'm English and French.
So I was doing garden work yesterday. I was painting my fence with a mask on. Please tell me how I've woke up this morning with the mask still on my face, but I can't take it off. I've got to go to work looking like this, and no amount of makeup is going to cover the fact that I have got a white mask tattooed on my face.
Welcome to Blighty Blighted, your daily reminder that Britain isn't just getting more expensive, it's getting stranger as well. Now, I don't know if it's just because I'm old, but when I look around the United Kingdom these days, I sometimes feel like I've accidentally wandered into a different country. Not overnight, mind you. It's been gradual. Prices creeping up. Standards creeping down.
Do you want to shout at me from a distance when I'm with my girl and baby? You're going to get arrested, mate. You're punching. Stop this guy! Someone grab him!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Thank you. You're under arrest. Citizen's arrest.
You're assaulting me?
Thank you, sir. You're under arrest. I just want to say thank you, sir, for your citizen's arrest here. Sir, why were you shouting at me and my baby? And then why did you punch me in the stomach? We have it on video. I came to challenge you because you were shouting, you dirty right-wing schizophrenic. You were saying nasty things to me and my baby and my girlfriend. And to give you context, I'm a well-known YouTuber, and this man is clearly not a fan of me. Thought he could come up to me, punch me in the stomach, and then go running. Well, I came to challenge you.
Yeah, so you're taking off me.
Hey, it's okay. We'll show the police the video. We'll see what they say. Hey, yeah. Thank you, sir. I'll take over from here. Right. Just stay down. Let's stay on the floor. Yeah, please. Yeah. So to cut a long story short, we're walking along with a baby. He's screaming abuse. So I turn around, start filming. What's going on? Yeah, they've been called. Police are en route. But how did you think it was going to end when you punched me? From what I heard, you dirty right winger, you schizophrenic scum. He's giving me abuse. Scared my girlfriend and the baby. Hey guys.
Just so you know, we're recording. Nothing.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
You okay? Yeah. Okay. Is this the gentleman that's being detained? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
So just gave a statement to the police. Showed them the video.
Our nursery fees have just increased, and I'd be interested to know what other people are paying. But for both boys to be there, it's now going to be £97 a day. £97 a day we have to pay to be able to go to work. It is just ridiculous.
How annoying are them people, like when they come round your house and they haven't got anything, you make sure they've got a drink, make sure they've got a smoke, make sure they've got everything, but when time comes and you ask them for something, not got nothing, have they? Even though you know they have, not got nothing, have they? I call them sort of people SpongeBob SquarePants, because they'll sponge off every fucking body else but won't give the note back. Scruffy kids.
So the one thing that we can do to get away from all this tax and all this shit is go on holiday. Okay, it's not even abroad. Okay, if you want to go on holiday, 5% tax is coming your way. If you want 2 nights away from the shit, we have to pay tax on it now. Are you kidding me? If you agree with me and you want to give the big finger to these new taxes and just how this country is being treated right now, just like and favorite this video, share the video. I don't even care for my sake, people. And I know a lot of people don't watch the news, okay, so you don't know some of these updates. Follow this page. I'm going to update you with everything.
How hot is it? 30 degrees. Doesn't even feel that hot. The pool. Yeah, let's go to the pool. I can't stay out here any longer. This is way too hot. This is torture. 30 degrees. I can't take this anymore.
Alright, would you like to elaborate?
I mean, I think he summed it up really. Nazis are fuckers.
Okay.
Anti-Tommy Robinson, anti-division, pro-Palestine. So why are you here, Roshi? What do you feel about Tommy Robinson?
Your thoughts on Tommy Robinson?
I want to eat him. He is a big bucket. La la la. Nazis are motherfuckers.
What on earth have I just watched? This genuinely has to be the worst parent in Britain. And they are saying that the far right are the problem in this country. All jokes aside, this is genuine child abuse. And I don't see this happening on the other side, do you? How deranged, how far down the rabbit hole do you have to be as a parent to think that this is appropriate parenting for a child? Calling those with opposing views to you that word, when it is baseless and just not factually true. This is absolutely sick, and bringing a child into this should never ever be allowed. Show me a video of the so-called far right doing this with their kids. I'll wait. Let me know what you think of this in the comments.
Like, food shopping is costing above and beyond, and that's even with reducing the things that he wanted to get. You know, petrol costs an absolute bomb. We looked to go on holiday the other day as well. Holidays just to like Canary Islands and stuff are costing an absolute fortune. On ones that I've gone on before and only paid, you know, like probably like £1, £1.50 less. It's just mental now. Like, the cost of everything is just crazy. Like, me and my wife are looking to get a house and stuff like that. We're looking and we're just like, oh my God, like, it's honestly mental. Like, even when we do get the house, your standard of living is just going to be pish. So, yeah, I don't know if any of you lot feel the same way, but I just feel like nothing's getting better. Everything just keeps going up all the time.
Oh. He's going to take a picture of that there now, like, aren't he?
I just fucking genuinely going to leave.
Go on, I want the drop. Come on.
And that is proving to be much harder than it probably should be. And the problem I'm running up against is some imposter syndrome, classic. Basically, what does it mean to be an expert in something? Because it's really not obvious to me at what point I could describe myself as an expert in something. I have expertise in things, like I've been teaching plenty. My chemistry's pretty solid, but I think I still have this feeling that declaring myself an expert in something is a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't quite know.
This should scare you. Food costs are projected to be 50% higher in November than they were at the beginning of the cost of living crisis. And this is scary because we've got 3 million people a year using food banks. There's been growing food insecurity in the UK for some time, and we've got a huge number of people who are choosing between heating and eating. Now, if the intensity of the cost of living crisis keeps getting ratcheted up, we will hit a tipping point eventually. It's inevitable. You see, all violent revolutions, right, have some foundation in the fact that there was a lack of food security in that society. So the French Revolution is a brilliant example of it. You had Parisians eating rotting food, things escalated, and then eventually the French decided to decapitate the entirety of their aristocracy. That's the way it goes, right? Once you are unable to feed your society properly. And you only need 15% of the population to stop giving a shit, to stop following the rules, to stop complying, and to start causing trouble for the society as a whole to become ungovernable. Right? Here's the thing, right? If you're like a low earner, maybe you're on a minimum wage job, maybe you're doing your best to try and support yourself at the moment, what's the point if you can't eat? What's the point if you can't eat? What's the point in following the rules? What's the point in following the law? If you can't eat, you may as well go out on the rob and get thrown in prison, and at least then you'll eat. Do you see what I mean? Right? Hungry people are impossible to fucking control because all they care about is food. They don't care about, their careers. They don't care about their reputation. They don't care about going to prison. They don't care about getting banged up by the police or the state. All they care about is getting something to eat. 50% higher than they were at the start of the cost of living crisis, with no sign that things are going to slow down. The government needs to take action, and it needs to take action now. Quite radical action, if we're going to get through this period.
So, I'm walking around Sainsbury's and I've just had the rudest woman come and shout at me. So she's literally at the end of the aisle staring at me. She says, apparently, this is what I'm wearing. She's just came up and been the rudest person, screamed at my face, telling me that what I'm wearing is inappropriate and that I'm asking for it. And she's just done that. Let's see, she's still behind me. So, they're literally following me around the shop now, moaning. And I don't know why. Literally, the rudest woman possible. Okay, so I'm back in the car now. But that woman literally just followed me around the whole of the shop, just tutting at me and just staring at me. Like, she was with her husband, so I knew they were talking about me as I'm going up and down the aisles. Now, I'm literally just there for donuts and Red Bull. I just wanted to get me donuts and Red Bull in peace. And then as I'm going down the freezer aisle, she's literally just come straight up to me and was like, what you're wearing is completely inappropriate. And I thought she meant like my jacket because it's my Machine Gun Kelly concert jacket. So some of the patches are references for his song. So some might be a bit, on the nose. No, she just didn't like the fact of my tights and my skirts and stuff like that. Now, there is people in the shop going around with worse, I'm literally shaking from her screaming at me. There is people going around in worse outfits than what I'm wearing, but she just came up to target me as I'm literally just minding my own business, just to scream at me. I've gone, obviously, I'm doing Ganesha shop, so I've literally paid for my 4 items. I've come to the car, and she's behind the car. I don't know if you can see her getting into her car. So she's also parked in one of the disabled spaces, and she's just there staring as if she's waiting for me to drive off. She's in the typical cliche of, well, you don't fucking look disabled. Cheers. So, yeah. Don't think I'll be going to Sainsbury's in future because clearly it's just full of old biddies that like to complain.
This is Judge Nicholas Rowland. This is the judge that has just let off 3 teenage boys for raping 2 girls. 11. They have 11 counts of rape between them, and he has let them off. He basically told them their behaviour during the trial was exemplary. There's no need for you to go to prison today. What is this man? What's the message this man is giving to the youth of today? That is absolutely fine to terrorise, use a weapon, hold down, grape and SA our children, our girls, daughters, multiple times. It's fine to do that because you won't get a sentence. What the fuck? These 2 young girls were brave enough to come forward to give all of the evidence that they possibly can, have to sit there, go through the trial and recount every single intimate thing that happened to them. For this man to basically say, nah, it doesn't matter girls, fuck off, don't care about what you said. These boys have acted exemplary during the trial, no reason to send you to jail. What the actual fuck? The Attorney General has now got involved and is basically re-looking at the sentence that this judge gave to those 3 boys. I find our justice system an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Where is the accountability? Where's the accountability? Where is it? There is just... You're putting the safety of every young girl, woman, child, even boys, men can also be victims of rape. You're making it seem as though it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever the fuck you want because you'll get away with it. Those poor young girls now have to live with the fact that this man basically thought, fuck it, doesn't matter, don't care. I don't care is what this man has just said to those 2 young girls. What do you think? Love reading your comments. Please keep them respectful. I'm Mrs. B. See you on the next one.
Please tell us your name and what community you're from.
Yes, my name is Andrew DeRogers. I'm born and raised on Cape Cod. I appreciate that many people here have different points of view, and that's fine. Many of them are very well spoken. Many of them are polite. I'm not going to be. I am that taxpayer that several of the people who sat up here and spoke are talking about. What is on the line is very simple. It is a declaration of your allegiance either to the American citizen, the legal tax-paying American citizen, or the chosen community of foreign nationals who have been trafficked into this country for purposes of census data, for purposes of seats, for purposes of power, and for purposes of taxes. I am sick to effing death of paying for such bullshit, and I'm sick to death of being lectured about compassion, about patience and understanding. I have lived here all my life, and I have been required for all 40 years of that life to obey the law and follow the rules. There will be no social security check for me when I can't work anymore. I have never once received any of the benefits that have been spoken of here. Nobody is beating down my door to help me fix up my house so that it doesn't collapse on me or lower the cost of the electricity that I have to pay. I don't get health insurance. I can't afford it. But I am punished by this state for not being able to afford it so that people who are in this country illegally can benefit from it and go see the doctor whenever they want. And that is a fact, and I am sick of it. I am not an ununderstanding individual. I am not an uncompassionate individual. But my generosity has been abused, and I am sick of it. I am sick of being treated as an indentured servant to foreign nationals in my country and in my community. And I don't give a damn whose feelings that hurts. So you can either approve this measure and show legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens that they do not matter to you, or you can reject it and show them that you are listening. Those are the only two options. And for the record, I traveled abroad to a foreign nation, and you would not believe the amount of documentation I was required to have on me at all times and show whenever anybody asked. And you can bet your ass if I broke their laws, they would have nailed my ass to the wall. And I was very well behaved over there, and I was very respectful to the people because I was a guest in their country. I wasn't due anything. Thank you.
Lock your doors and hide your savings because the Labour elite are officially planning a backdoor tax raid on the very dirt beneath your family home. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out the government doesn't just want a slice of your hard-earned cash, they want to tax the very dirt beneath your feet. The self-styled King of the North, Andy Burnham, has officially launched his bid to become the next resident of number 10, and his opening gambit is enough to make your eyes water. Forget the cost of living crisis. We are now facing the cost of existing crisis. Burnham is kicking off his campaign for the Makerfield by-election, but let's be honest, he's not looking at Wigan, he's looking at Starmer's job. And how does he plan to get it? By unleashing a tax bombshell that could see millions of British families clobbered with soaring bills. He wants to scrap the current council tax system and introduce a land value levy. Translate that from standard Westminster socialist speak, and it means you've worked your fingers to the bone to buy a modest semi with a bit of a garden, and he wants a piece of it. He says our land is undertaxed. In a country where the tax burden is already at its highest level since the dynamic days of the 1940s. It's complete and utter madness. This isn't just hitting the wealthy. It's targeting pensioners on fixed incomes who happen to live in houses that have gone up in value since 1991. It's targeting our farmers, who Reform's Lee Anderson rightly points out are about to see our green and pleasant lands taxed into extinction. But here's the real kicker, the bit that proves the absolute hypocrisy of the political class. Burnham is selling himself as the grand candidate of change. He used the word change 21 times in one speech. Yet what is he actually changing? His own mind. He's U-turned on trans rights, U-turned on the bond markets, and U-turned on immigration. He's got more faces than a town hall clock. As one of his own Labour colleagues muttered, his inconsistency is consistent. He can don all the flat caps and high-vis jackets he wants, but underneath it all, he's just another Westminster suit looking to empty your pockets to pay for state recklessness.
Lee, nice to meet you, mate. I know you've known you for a long time. I've just come up here to tell you, just to let you know about all the patriots on X, mate, who'd just like to say thank you for what you did yesterday. You timed that absolutely brilliant, mate. Rachel Reeves' face was absolute a pearler, mate. And then when she come out saying, oh, about having British manners, she's got no manners, mate, how she's treating us, so I don't know how she could come out with that, but listen, pal, I'd just like to say a few words to them patriots out there. There's loads out there who are trying to say, I'll buy the man a pint. I know you don't drink and that, but if you could just give a few words to them people out there, pal.
Like I say, just say thanks to everyone. Obviously I didn't mean it to happen. I've just gone into the garage, I've seen her there, so I just thought in my own mind I've got to give it to fucking Rachel Reeves.
Yeah.
So I let her have it, and I'm not here posing her out, I'm just here doing a bit of a workout, and he's come to my door. But yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that's thanked me and wanted to buy me a pint, but I don't drink, but if you want to send me a joint you can do.
Lee, absolutely brilliant, mate. I love you loads, pal. No, you couldn't time it any better, mate. Thank you very much. I'll post this on X tonight.
Put a voice out for people, haven't they? Because no one else is saying out. So
yeah, all the other videos that they've been putting out with the king's crown on your head and all this and all the raps, absolutely brilliant, mate. But yeah, I'd just like to say on behalf of patriots of this country, mate, thank you and well done. No, cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye bye.
I've just got off the phone to cancel tax. Oh my God! Not only has the bill gone up for this new year, or was it £154 a month? Bless Georgie. It turns out I missed the payment when I had my change of circumstances. I've spoke about it before. What's happened? And I haven't even clocked. So they've gone to take the payment twice. It's bounced. Another account, the billing account, is bounced. They've cancelled the direct debit. I have not been paying council tax since October last year. Boom, found them. My monthly's gone up because it's a new tax year. Then I've got to pay an additional payment, £64 a month. Cool. That doesn't include all about my overpayment that come at me from 2012 or 2011, 14 years ago, whenever it was. I haven't even dealt with that yet. I don't know how I'm going to cope. Honestly, certain things happen in life and charge it. I know this is my own fault. But do you know what? I can't afford to live in the UK. I can't afford to live here. It's all too much for me. Pack my bags and jet set. Because where am I going? The whole world is on fire. The world is on fire. No matter where you go, you can't go.
I've just been listening to the news and like they're talking about the cost of living crisis and all of that, and they're saying that they don't want to rip people off at the fuel pumps. But the first thing that comes to my mind about the cost of living crisis is, if we're struggling so much, why don't they just bring the prices down? Why don't they just do that? Like, obviously national living wage or like minimum wage isn't enough to survive on with the prices of things. So why don't they just bring the costs down? Like, I don't know how it works. How can they be charging so much for stuff? I mean, you go into the shop, nothing's like 20p or £1 anymore. Every item is over £2, and like you're getting a full shop for like £2,000. But yeah, why don't the prices just get brought down? Can someone please sort of like, hello, explain how it all works? Because I don't quite understand. Because surely in everyone's mind you'd just be thinking, why don't you just bring the cost down of stuff? Who are we in debt to for things to be costing that much?
Is that funny? How's that funny? What's funny is that you think having a pub on a street is a problem. Because let's face it, what came first? The pub or the mosque? Oh yes, it was the pub. But now it's funny that we have pubs and mosques on the same street. Give your head a wobble, love. It's the UK. We like a pub. You don't. And that's cool. That's cool. But don't knock us, our pubs, on our streets, where you then chose to build a mosque. Yeah? You decided, oh, there's a vacant building there. As a show of dominance, guess what we're going to do? We're going to build a mosque. So don't you have a problem with our pubs, love. I suggest you come in and have a little glass of wine or two. You might enjoy yourself. Oh no, that's not allowed, is it?
The same corner, like right next to each other. Walking past in your abaya and hijab to the babes in the mini skirts chilling. It's just so funny. We're just like, we're all respectful of each other, but it's funny. It is funny, I'm not gonna lie.
What in the broken Britain cost of living bullshit is this now? We've not been around for a week. We've been off with John S. So let's get in Tesco, find out what is going on. Let's go.
Seriously, who is paying nearly £5 for that? There's about 2 pieces of chicken, 20 strands of noodle, and a bit of egg rice, £4.70. This before was £3. £1.70 jump. Tesco sorted out. Just take a look at these. Nearly a £5 for a pie out of Tesco. You're better off to get yourself down the butcher's. Get yourselves the real ingredients. No added crap. Stay clear. Firstly, how are they allowed to call it honey roast ham when it's not honey roast ham? I know it says style, but it's got the words honey roast ham in it. 6 little tiny round pieces. Look at that. £3.25. That is disgusting. Yeah, look at this. You've seen the last item. 6 small ham free, because they weren't real ham, for the price they was. And then you've got these 16 actual ham slices for £2.85. Incredible how they work their prices out, isn't it? This is still going up in price, as we see. £4.55 now. Be a £5 next week. Anyone want to take the bets? Surely people are not paying £3.90 for a little tin of corned beef. It's not even like it's a premium thing, is it? That is absolutely disgraceful. So guys, that's some of your prices in Tesco this week. That corned beef is phenomenally priced for a tin of corned beef. It's not even like it's fresh.
keep tuned for more prices. Big up Team TD. Travelling Dad here, guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please don't forget to drop us a follow, like and share the content, as it does help our page massively. Big love, Team TD.
I don't think he'll see this video, but look, Keir, my mum and I are with you. My mum doesn't really get involved in politics, but she sent me a voice note this morning saying, I can't believe what's happening. She's like, I feel like he's getting bullied. He hasn't been given enough time. People need to be more patient. She never gets involved. She's quite apolitical. She would like change her vote. But it does feel like, when are you guys going to be happy? When are you guys going to be happy? What do you want? What do you want? The Conservatives were awful. Reform would be terrible. The economy, all right, you see a reform government in, watch the economy tank. Do you know what I mean? And you can see how worried the markets were yesterday because the pound fell. So clearly Starmer is providing some stability that we've lacked for a long time. You guys just can't see it. Honestly, none of us know what it's like to run a government unless you're Liz Truss, no. But none of us know what it's like to run a government, and honestly, I do think part of the problem is the fact that we all think, including myself, we all think we're all self-important and like they should do this, they should do that. Actually, we don't know what it's like, the ins and outs of leading a country and running a country. Honestly, we don't know like the economic side of it or such an operation, isn't it? And it's not just down to one man or woman. It's down to everything, it's like a whole spider web. So I think, guys, just be happy with what we've got. It's so much better than what we've had. Give him time. He's clearing up a lot of mess. And what we don't need right now is a Labour leadership contest. What the heck? That distracts from all the work that the government would be doing. Just, you're spending more money. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm coming out in support of Keir Starmer. You hang in there, buddy, because I am with you, and so are many other people. I'm supporting you.
This is actually becoming quite comical now. The desperation and lunacy of this government, the sheer lengths that they will go to try and damage people that they disagree with, and particularly the UTK event this coming Saturday in London, is becoming ridiculous. It's laughable. They're now banning people from attending and banning people from entering the country who had no intention of coming in the first place. I'm not joking. So there is a media commentator, I'm sure you will know him if you watch my types of videos, if you're on the right of politics, called Avi Yamini. Avi is a Jewish fellow who lives out in Australia. I believe it's Melbourne in Australia. He works for Rebel News Media. He's been quite closely associated with the UTK movement and with Tommy in the past, but as far as I'm aware has not been to the UK for quite some time. So the government have issued him with a ban from coming to the event this Saturday. But he's put a video out and put some press releases out saying, I had no intention of coming anyway. I hadn't bought a ticket, hadn't bought any plane tickets, I hadn't even gone online and searched any plane tickets. I hadn't applied for a visa. What they've actually done is that he had an ETA visa.
And all the while, people trying to pretend everything's perfectly normal. Most of us are looking the other way as things have gone to pot. The bills say one thing, reality says another. Now, let's not get started about the freaks running around. Mental health issues are one thing, but it's more like escapees from a mental asylum out there now. Care in the community. That was barely possible when there was a community. Now there's not even a community in most of our towns and cities. What strikes me most is how many people are being exposed to a lower standard of living than they expected. Not poverty necessarily, just less disposable income, less value for money, less confidence about the future. We've gone from asking what we fancy buying to asking what we can get away with not buying. And then there's the general weirdness. People filming themselves doing ridiculous things in public. Arguments being recorded instead of resolved. everyone glued to a screen while walking into lampposts. We've got the smartest phones in history, and some of the daftest behaviour I've ever seen. And the antisocial behaviour. Loud music at all hours, litter where there shouldn't be litter. People treating public spaces as if somebody else will sort everything out. Back when I was younger, most people understood a simple idea. If it's your community, look after it. Not because you were perfect, just because it was common sense. Now, before anyone says it, every generation complains about the next one. I know that. My parents did it. Their parents did it. But I do think many people feel something has shifted since the early 2020 seconds. Life became more expensive. People became more stressed, and courtesy became a bit less common. A society under pressure starts showing cracks. The worrying thing isn't the odd strange incident. Britain has always had eccentrics. The worrying thing is when poor behaviour stops being unusual and starts becoming expected. When people stop being surprised by things that once would have raised eyebrows. The good news? Most people are still decent. Most people still work hard, care about their families, and want their communities to be pleasant places to live. They just feel increasingly frustrated by what they're seeing around them. Perhaps that's why so many people are saying the same thing these days. We're not asking for miracles. We'd just like a bit more common sense. Cheerio, and I will see you all in the next video.